What is up, Raven Nation?
Welcome to this year's first edition of Raven Roundup, sponsored by All Tune and Lube of Olathe. For over 15 years, All Tune and Lube of Olathe has been providing complete mechanical car care to car owners in Olathe, Kansas. It's the name of our business, but we do so much more. All Tune and Lube of Olathe.
Now, back to the show.
Now, in Raven Roundup, we recap all the sports that went on this week. My name is Chris McCormick, alongside
Matt M. Smembo, and with our fall sports kicking off, we are beyond excited to bring you guys the first recap of the year.
With that being said, our volleyball team was in action on Tuesday at the Jamboree at Olathe South.
Our ladies rolled over Olathe South, sweeping them in 2 sets, followed by a competitive bout against Olathe West, where we unfortunately could not take the dub.
Make sure to pop out to the Volleyball Slam on Saturday in your Hawaiian gear, where we play their first game at St. James versus St. Thomas Aquinas.
5 o'clock, be there.
And speaking of Jamborees, ONW is hosting this year's football Jamboree Saturday morning at 8 a.m.
Feel free to come support the boys as we take on multiple different schools at CBAC in preparation for game day, exactly 1 week away.
The fellas take on Mill Valley on enemy turf, and the theme is Camo Out. Make sure to tell your friends and come support your Raven football team.
Now, due to the heat, the boys' soccer game has been moved from Friday night to next Tuesday.
The game will start at 7 o'clock at CBAC versus Olathe East.
This is the first soccer game of the year, so make sure to bring your friends and get loud.
Coach Graham spoke exclusively to the Raven Network and gave us some of his thoughts on the season.
The goals that I think we set it's more important for the guys to set those goals. I think the goals for us as a program are consistent in that we want to try and compete for a Sunflower League title. We want to try and make it as far into the state playoffs as we can, get to at least a state quarterfinal game, if not try and get to that Final Four for the first time. We play in an extremely competitive league and in a ridiculously competitive area. So every game for us is going to be a challenge, but the goal is to try and make sure we're better every game so that we're playing our best at the end of the season. So.
Well, Ravens, that's all the sports we have for you so far, but make sure to stick around for this year's first edition of Late Night Northwest with Corey Barnes.
And make sure to tune in next Friday for more sports recaps and news. Also, remember to follow our socials at The Raven Network and check out our website, theravendaily.com.
Raven Nation, let's fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Corey Barnes, and I'll be your host for Late Night Northwest this school year. It's going to be a wild ride, and there's going to be tons of fun to be had. However, before we can get too far, it's best if you know a little bit about me. So I decided I'm going to interview some of my friends throughout the years to learn a little bit more about me. Let's take a closer look.
I know Corey because he's a G. Corey Barnes is the best man in this whole gosh dang school.
Hi, I'm Gretchen Renfro, and I bit Corey Barnes when we were in preschool.
Sometime in middle school, I just remembered that I know you, and I don't remember how I met you.
In sophomore year, first time taking the bus to Northwest, there was this weird-looking guy who sat behind us wearing a Weezer shirt.
Well, I met Corey in 6th grade, but he doesn't remember that. In middle school, I walked with him home a couple times.
In 9th grade, when we were in virtual school, we had a breakout room, and and Corey showed me his computer screen that was just a bunch of monkeys dancing around.
Very, very crazy and creative ideas.
I don't know if greatness, he's kind of sometimes scary. He's an idiot. He's just a dude that I'll look at and I don't know how he's still alive.
Corey Barnes is known for a lot of things. For being a failure,
Man or Muppet, and Mr. Beast Gone Bankrupt, nothing else.
Made some funnies. Mr. Beast Gone Bankrupt. I was the Carl, only to get bullied for being Carl.
Well, it's a Friday night. You guys want to hang out?
No,
not really.
No, Carl.
No.
Go home, Carl.
being alone, sad, wearing black t-shirts for 30 days last year.
Corey Barnes is known for always coming up with really ambitious ideas, and I'm there to make sure he doesn't get his hopes up.
I took him to Krispy Kreme, and we almost died multiple times while driving.
We went to a traffic stop that was like 30 minutes or so. So we had rolled down all the windows and started blasting Taylor Swift music while pumping our fists in the air. And we got a bunch of other cars to go ahead and join us with that.
Throughout middle school, you never turned me down for filming a video for school, and they were always the most unorganized videos ever. We'd have like a random script that I think either one of us wrote, and we'd just turn on the camera, and then we'd have random moments. We have a lot of proof of all those videos too.
Jonna, Corey, and I were in Lawrence filming volleyball highlights in September last year, and Jonna like ran over a pothole at like 60 miles an hour. I like look in the back of Jonna's car, and Corey is like in the air, and his head is like touching the ceiling in the car.
Probably that one time we were at a Royals game. One of my favorite Corey moments is probably the time where we got this big pretzel.
Maybe it's just no good ones. Maybe it's just no memory.
I'm gonna try and make this interview less than 24 hours.
My least favorite thing about Corey, number one is his driving. Number two would probably be, sorry, I have a list, 1 second.
Well, a few minutes ago, you didn't tell me how to put on the microphone, and you made fun of me for it, so that's a big one.
I can't say that.
All-time least favorite Corey Barnes moment is every time I'm playing Rocket League with him, with Riley Murray, because the entire voice chat is just those two mauling the entire time.
Let's just say he picked me up once and carried me to the classroom.
Oh, my favorite thing about Corey is how he doesn't know how to spell the word sponsor. So while we were broadcasting Raven Game Day, it said sponsored with an S. That made no sense.
Okay, no, don't have to finish the question. My least favorite Corey Barnes thing ever is a joke he did from freshman year to the middle of sophomore year, which never funny, no one ever laughed at it, but it was said every day. I think he said a time to say it, like at 6 p.m. It was, what rhymes with Fortnite? And there was never an answer.
Probably whenever he wanted to interview concert venues in Kansas City about the John Lennon murder.
So my least favorite Corey moment is doing this interview. I hate Corey Barnes. I hate this interview. I hate all of you. I want to leave. I want to go home.